Kids are going missing in Virginia and people think that ice cream trucks might be involved. I am Hauntingly Krista. I am a spooky content creator on TikTok and Instagram and now here on YouTube. And if you too are a fan of the paranormal, spooky, scary, creepy, mysterious things of the world, then you are in the right place. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and join my family because I would love to have you here. But let's get right to this video because we have a lot to talk about today because this story is taking the internet by storm right now.
Well, that's not very haunted house of you, no, is it?
Imagine this. It's close to midnight. Your neighborhood is quiet and suddenly out of nowhere you hear it. That familiar jingle of an ice cream truck. Except this time, it's not a hot summer afternoon. It's 1 a.m. The streets are empty and people are starting to wonder, what are these ice cream trucks really doing out here at night? Recently in Virginia, a wave of missing children reports collided with these eerie late night sightings, which of course sparked a storm of theories online. Some people believe it's connected, and others are saying it's pure coincidence. But either way, there's definitely something unsettling about this story. Since August 1st, social media has been buzzing with posts about children missing from Virginia, parents panicking, news headlines circulating, and whole communities feeling on edge. And at the same time, locals started reporting something rather strange. Ice cream trucks spotted cruising through neighborhoods at odd hours, blasting music well past bedtime. And naturally, as internet sleuths do, people started connecting the dots. Missing kids, creepy ice cream trucks, equals something sinister. But here's where things take a turn. When investigators looked into it, they found that most of these missing children cases weren't abductions at all. In fact, the majority of cases were runaways, which sadly is pretty common in Virginia. I had no idea about this, but upon doing my own research, I've learned that Virginia has a pretty big problem with runaway children. And we can confirm this now because most of the children that were reported missing during this time have been found safe. So on one hand, the panic about an organized abduction ring linked to ice cream trucks, that doesn't hold up. But on the other hand, why are these trucks out in the middle of the night in the first place? Think about how much of our fear is tied to imagery. Ice cream trucks are supposed to be colorful, cheerful, nostalgic, but drop that same image into a dark, empty street at 11 p.m. and it suddenly flips into something straight out of a horror movie. There's a reason that the idea of a creepy ice cream truck man shows up in urban legends and scary movies, even creepypastas. It taps into that uncanny feeling, something that should be wholesome, twisted just enough to feel wrong. So when people hear this ice cream truck music at night, it feeds directly into that unease, especially in a moment where people are already panicking about missing children. But before we start blaming the ice cream men for abductions, let's look at the logical side. There are some reasons that an ice cream truck might be out at odd hours. Some vendors drive late to restock freezers or prep for the next day. Others might be traveling between neighborhoods and keeping their lights on for safety. Doesn't really excuse the music though. And not every ice cream truck on the road is actually selling ice cream. Apparently, some companies actually use them for delivery or storage vehicles. But it still doesn't explain the music. I don't know, to me, the music signals that an ice cream truck is trying to lure people, customers, to their vehicle to purchase ice cream. I don't know why it's necessary to have music playing when you're not trying to sell ice cream, especially late at night. You're driving through quiet neighborhoods, people are trying to sleep. Seems kind of disrespectful, especially if you're not trying to sell anything, and you shouldn't be trying to sell anything at that time anyway. That's why telemarketers don't call late at night. It's just kind of a respect thing. I don't know. While there can be logical explanations, for the most part, it's the music that really gets me and makes this all the more eerie. So I am personally truly torn here. I don't know what to make of this. If the ice cream trucks were just parked up in neighborhoods or traveling through without playing music, I honestly wouldn't bat an eye, but because they're playing the music, it seems very luring, which is kind of predatory. I don't know, I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to be out here saying the ice cream men are kidnappers or abductors, and they could be very innocent people that are just doing their job. It just seems weird. I've seen so many TikToks of people recording ice cream trucks doing this at like 11 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 a.m. at night. And it's not like it's in like a big public area. They're driving through quiet neighborhoods, suburban neighborhoods. Like it doesn't make sense. After learning that most of these missing children that have been reported since August 1st have been found and they were just runaways, I don't think that there was a huge tie-in between those children and the ice cream truck. Obviously, that's been proven, but I feel like there is something sus going on, and it just needs a little bit more digging into. But the truth is, the real danger here might not actually be the ice cream trucks at all. Well, it might be, but there's a huge issue with misinformation in this case. Once social media grabs onto a spooky narrative, it can spread faster than facts. People start pointing fingers, videos start getting shared, fear builds momentum, and suddenly an entire community is suspicious about something that might just be harmless. Might. Again, I don't know all the facts. I'm on here to share what has been happening. This is a huge topic right now. There is a whole lot of misinformation being spread, and I wanted to come on here and share the information that I did learn. But that brings me into my next point. Regardless of if there is something weird happening with ice cream trucks at night or not, I think this is a good time to mention safety. I personally, for one, am someone who doesn't even open the door to random strangers, let alone if I was a mother. If I saw an ice cream truck on my street, I'm not going out there in the middle of the night to go get ice cream from them. I sure as heck, if I'm a mother, am not letting my children wake up out of bed, they just brush their teeth, they're settling in for the night, run outside by themselves to go get ice cream. And another very real issue specifically with this case, the runaway youth in Virginia. This is a very real problem, and it is getting overshadowed by these viral TikTok conspiracies. Runaways are at risk in other serious ways. Exploitation, trafficking, abuse, and those are problems worth shining a light on. So are the ice cream trucks really the villain here? Probably not, but they are creepy as hell at 1 in the morning, and I think that maybe whoever is leading these corporations might want to talk to their employees about when is appropriate to take their trucks out. It would just generally avoid all these issues. And I do get it when you combine that with the fear of all these missing children. It's no wonder people are connecting the dots, even if the dots don't exactly match up, or we're not sure if they match up. It's also been a really interesting time on TikTok right now, as my feed has been bombarded with all of this. I've been seeing a lot of different people come out and share like their own creepy ice cream truck stories. I'm like, what is going on? Seriously, what is going on? Why are so many people having such strange experiences with ice cream trucks? But what do you think? Would you trust an ice cream truck rolling through your neighborhood at midnight? Or would you lock the doors and hide? Let me know in the comments. And if you're into the creepy, strange, mysterious, paranormal things of the world, then make sure to hit that subscribe button, because I post spooky content every single week. Stay cozy, stay spooky, and until my next video. Bye guys.